How did I, 57F, keep from starving when I visit my husband's, 56 meters, family? My husband and I have only visited his family out of state twice. This time our flight arrived just after dinner time. I bought a bag of nuts at the airport to hold me off until we ate. His dad picked us up at the airport and drove us straight to a family party. It was catered. Now here is where it gets tricky. I have a couple of medical issues that require me to eliminate certain foods from my diet. Gluten, dairy. I know it is confusing for others and usually can find something I can eat. This time it was chicken wings and celery. We spent the night at his parents' house. The next morning I was offered a few pieces of melon for breakfast. Nothing else was offered to me in the way of food the rest of the day. We flew back out around 6 p.m. My husband raided his parents' refrigerator and ate some of their leftovers that I couldn't eat. He had a second helping later in the day and nibbled on other food they had out for their guests. His siblings' family was there as well. His dad apologized for not having anything I could eat. They never prepared a lunch or put anything out for lunch. I didn't feel comfortable going through their kitchen to look for food I could eat. Before we left for the airport to return, I told my husband I was going to have to eat at the airport because I was starving and getting hangry. I don't have a car to go out and pick something up. I can't pack much to eat since I'm flying. The last time I was there for 3 days. And I had 3 meals. I see this as a difference in our families. My parents would have made a breakfast for all of us to sit and eat together and a lunch. My husband will also come home from work and raid the refrigerator as I'm making dinner. Then tell me he's stuffed and can't eat what I cooked. I think they just don't eat together. I don't understand why someone, you or your husband, didn't go get some food you could eat. As far as preparing foods, I think that varies by family. When we visit my family, we usually go out or order something for dinner while breakfast, lunch, or just help yourself to the kitchen. Next time, bring some foods you can eat. Op is 57 years old and can't talk to her parents-in-law about stopping at a supermarket. Unreal. So your husband scrounged through his parents' fridge and didn't offer you anything to eat? Amazon, FreshDirect, DoorDash some items you can eat to their house ahead of time. Cook yourself some eggs. Offer to make a nice cheese-free salad for everyone for lunch. Borrow the car. Uber Eats. Pack Cliff Bars. I'm 60 and I can't comprehend not being able to pick up the phone and order food for myself or borrow a car to get groceries. You sound like you're doubling down on passive-aggressive martyrdom. Grow up. In the future, stop at a supermarket and buy the food you need for a few days. When you have dietary restrictions as an adult, you kind of have to take it upon yourself and be in charge of that. Why are you even waiting for others to feed you or be at the mercy of others for food? Order Uber Eats. Ask to borrow the car. Order grocery delivery. Download an app called DoorDash. A nice young person will collect some food for you and deliver it right to you for a small fee. I have similar, complicated dietary needs. It's very simple. I take responsibility. I make sure that I have the foods I can eat with me at all times. I use the internet to search for nearby stores or restaurants that have foods I can eat. It took me months to learn how to handle my own diet. It would be unreasonable of me to expect someone else to learn how to cater to my needs in a weekend. Just order your own food. Start by buying dinner at the airport. Then either go shopping so that you can cook or order in. You had every opportunity for you and your husband to go get you food that you could eat. You are 57. Please speak up for yourself and tell them to stop at the grocery store or use food delivery apps or public transportation. Get food. At 57 years of age, you'd rather starve than advocate for yourself. Or was this an attempt to prove a point to your husband cause you like to feed on causing drama? You can go get your own food. That's what he does. Woman shrugging. You're 57 years old and you can't even manage your own diet? I'm sorry, but no grown-up is this disorganized, especially your age. This can't be real, and the solution is so easy. Just speak up and plan ahead. Give Phil a call ahead and just tell him, "Hey, we need to make a quick stop at a grocery store on the way from the airport. You have a restrictive diet due to medical conditions and you only bring nuts? At your age? Girl, how have you lived to this age? Start planning. You can easily pack a bag of snacks. You tell, not ask, your husband to organize food for you. How has he not offered to get something delivered or bring you to a shop? Like, what? You and your husband actually need to grow up here. Seriously. Both of you are at fault. Start talking to each other and plan. Just go to the supermarket? Are you sure that you are 57 years old? Because it's such a simple answer. Go to the supermarket and get food. There are plenty of foods you can pack in a suitcase or carry on. Protein bars, dried fruit, cereal, peanut butter, canned goods. You seem very woe is me and unwilling to advocate for yourself. Someone in the household has a car. You say to that person, "Hey, we need to go visit a supermarket so I can get something to eat." Then you buy appropriate food for meals for the stay. It sounds like your husband's family have a just graze system, which doesn't work when there's nothing you can graze on. What may be awkward is that I bet if your gluten-free, dairy-free foods in the fridge look tasty, others in the family will just graze on them too. You probably want, therefore, to have mostly things that don't need to be left in the fridge: gluten-free bread and other snacks. I'm in a similar situation, and here's what we do. If it's my family, I reach out to a few days before with a list of a couple of things we'd like from the grocery store. And vice versa. For longer stays, we also ask in advance to borrow their car on the first day. We also get food to cook some meals for everyone so it's not weird. Pack a bunch of Cliff-kind bars, non-perishable snacks, and electrolyte jelly beans just in case. I sometimes offer to order takeout for the whole family on day one and get myself a bunch of leftovers. I really don't think this is for you to talk to your husband's family about directly. He should be the one communicating your needs. Oh, and also I'm the one from the family like your husband's. I raid the fridge for my husband because I know he's not comfy doing it. Hopefully your husband can do the same for you. Since you know this is a problem, maybe you could make his parents a guide with easy meals, ingredients, snacks that you're able to eat. And remind them about your food restrictions ahead of time. Offer to pay for anything they can pick up for you. Then when they do their normal grocery shopping before you two arrive, they can use the guide to get you some appropriate food. Otherwise, I definitely suggest using a meal or grocery delivery service when you're over there.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.